Well, here we are.
Hello and welcome to
The
Idiots.
Here we are. It's our second show. Second show.
Episode number 2. Today we are going to be talking about the difference that we've seen between Arizona and moving to Florida.
And it might not just be Arizona. It could be.
Where else would it be?
No, I mean, Florida's different from, I think, any state.
But we don't have anything else to compare it to.
We can just say what Florida's like, and they can compare it to their state. But it's definitely different than Arizona.
We even wrote down notes of what we're going to be.
We have to tell them that we have notes.
Well, if we keep going, and then they're going to wonder what's down there.
No, you just kind of glance. You have to get used to doing that. It's not.
Yeah, well, I haven't been in television, so I don't.
Well, I haven't either, but here we are.
Well,
here we.
We're on television.
We're on television.
Televised.
People watch us on their phone, don't they? Not on TV.
I don't know. Let's ask them. What do you watch us on?
Yeah, let us know. Could be a laptop.
Could be a laptop.
Yeah.
So
they maybe don't watch us at all.
Where? Rude.
No. Totally.
Totally
rude.
Totally, man. So, what are we talking about?
Well, let's see our notes. Let's start off with today. Today is a good day to talk about today.
Today is a good day to talk about today.
Yeah. Yes. Freshen our minds because it was a crazy day.
To talk about
today.
But
our days are usually crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember never having a
crazy day. That's the way it goes. It's always crazy for us.
Yeah. So are you going to tell them about the crazy day
of
today?
So.
That's the best time to talk about
today. Tell them about today.
Yeah.
So the plan was to go to a vegan festival. Rochelle is not 100% vegan.
No, I like to eat healthy, and not all vegan foods are healthy. They still deep fry the stuff and whatever, but it's just interesting to see how they can make things taste like things. Things taste like things. It's just interesting, and
I'm not vegan at all.
No.
Most vegan food I can't have. My diet's really strange. But I said, okay, let's go to this festival in downtown Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And we really haven't been, we've shopped in Orlando, but it hasn't really been downtown Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been to vegan festivals in Phoenix.
Yeah, my husband and I used to go to the main, I guess it was just called a Vegan Fest in downtown Phoenix. And it was huge. I think we went the first year, actually, that they had ever had it. And it was huge. I don't remember how many vendors, but gosh, I would say, I don't know if 50 is too many, but probably close to 50. They gave you...
That included, food trucks.
Oh, it was all food trucks. They had, soap makers, jewelry makers, different kinds of stuff. But the options of the vegan food there was phenomenal. I remember we got vegan, Indian food.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. But it wasn't really food trucks, I guess. It was mostly the vegan restaurants that Phoenix had to offer, or even all around Arizona.
So it was booths.
It was more like booths, yeah. I mean, they had some food trucks, but it was mostly the restaurants advertising what they have at their restaurants. So it was more cuisine quality.
And you spent the whole day there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. They had music, live music, and there was tons of people there. You could just wander around.
It was a regular festival.
Yeah.
So they advertised it in Orlando, and Rochelle's Pool Boy was working.
Yeah.
And Dad was working, and so we're let's go to the vegan festival. So that was our plan.
Yes.
And you thought it was going to be in the park that of Orlando that you and Matt have visited, a really pretty park.
Yeah,
downtown Orlando.
Because Matt and I went to that park area last week, I think it was, for the farmers market. And that was pretty big. That one had a lot of vendors and food trucks and stuff. It's so silly how they call it a farmer's market, and I don't remember seeing one booth with vegetables.
That's funny.
Like, don't you think a farmer's market is where you go to get your local, like, farmer's
Market. Food.
vegetables? It was mostly food trucks, so
Oh.
that was weird.
Well, you said it wasn't food trucks. Now you're saying it was mostly
No,
food
I'm
trucks.
saying that was the Phoenix one I was saying.
Oh, yeah, never
Oh,
mind.
yeah, okay.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, me either.
Okay.
Where were we?
Well, let's see. So our plan was to go to the Orlando Vegan
Festival, yes.
So we put in our GPS the address, and we're getting close to it, and Rochelle's like, well, it's not at the park.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be. And then you know how it is in the city. You have to try to find parking, and we found a garage, and it was...
Which was weird in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're so... All right. You have to figure, Mike and I have been in Phoenix we were in Phoenix for 48 years, and you were born there, so you were there your whole life until just recently. So we were used to Phoenix, which is the 5th largest city in the nation, and we pull up to the garage, and we just thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we pull up, and normally in Phoenix, they had like a ticket booth where...
Like a machine.
A machine, and you press the button, and it would, your
ticket would come out.
Yeah, and then the would go up, and we pull up, and there's a woman that has her trunk open from her car,
and she's
sitting on an office desk chair like this.
Yeah.
But it was all ratty. It looked like she got it off the streets, and she was sitting there using the trunk of her car as a footstool, reading a book.
And we pull up, and it was $10.
And she goes, $10 to park.
So
or $20 if you wanted to park
on the ground level.
On the ground level, and $10 to park on the second level. And we're like, well, we can walk down the stairs, so we can do that. But
it was just funny to us because we're just so used to
selling garage tickets out of her
tech.
car.
Yeah, high tech. So moving here has been quite an experience.
But not even high tech. She was just sitting in an office desk chair that looked like it came from the alley.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're used to high tech.
But that's not high tech. That's just...
No, we're used to high tech. Where it's a machine, not a person.
But even if it was a person, no, I'm saying even if it
was a person.
No, but I'm saying forget the high tech business.
Okay, forget it.
There's a person taking tickets or giving you your tickets. Okay, that's fine. She was on a ratty office desk chair.
Yeah.
Reading a book.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Very strange.
I think it's strange.
So we go to walk to the vegan festival, and we are in a heat advisory right now because the temperature is high, the humidity is really high, and that's when the vegan festival is. So Rochelle, all dressed up in her beautiful makeup.
That took me an hour.
And we walked down, which is a little ways to walk down to it, and it's just down a street. They had just closed a street.
Yeah.
So there's no shade, no covering. It's just a street, and not very far of a street.
No.
I'd say that I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking there are maybe 8 food trucks at the most.
At the most, yeah.
Maybe even 6.
Yeah.
But then there were a couple that maybe had ice cream.
Yeah, it was mostly like acai bowls or smoothies, which that's an easy vegan thing. I mean, yeah, blend up some fruit. I want the what can you make this thing into this thing kind of a food, not fruit. So it was mostly that kind of stuff, and then
the food was nothing unusual.
Yeah,
really.
It was like rice and beans. I mean, I could go to Chipotle and get French fries. I mean, I could go to Chipotle and get rice and beans and call it vegan. I mean,
yeah, right.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, so we walked up and down. We were reading everything, and we were starving.
And I feel like their menus were super confusing.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, it didn't describe anything.
No.
And we were starving because we hadn't had lunch. Well, you hadn't eaten yet.
No, I was
And
I was getting ready for this vegan fest.
Yes, and I ate breakfast at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was about, we were looking at about 3 o'clock, wasn't it, by then?
Yeah.
And I typically, I can't go that long, so we're both hungry. It is hot, hot, hot. And so we're walking up and down this street, looking at every menu, and we did it about 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of walking it, we're at the last food truck deciding, all right, do we want this one? We're so hot. Turn to Rochelle, and she sweats on her face.
I sweat everywhere.
And
Places you don't need to know.
her makeup, it was like there was a faucet on her head that all of a sudden just broke loose, and her makeup was just going literally down. Like, when they say sweating bullets, now I see what they mean, because it was sweat mixed in with makeup. So it's just like, and then she's like, I'm dying.
Well, then it was all in my eyes, so that I couldn't see. So it was like my eyes were on fire. So I'm just like,
you pencil in your eyebrows.
Yeah,
so
my eyebrows were gone.
Everything's makeup, and it's all like. And I looked at her, and I'm like, "You look like a monster." I mean, literally, it was just freaky. And she's like, "I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. It's so hot. I'm dying."
Honestly, though, I don't think if I wasn't a sweater, I think I would have been okay. I think I would have been able to handle the heat. The heat wasn't what was killing me. It was that I couldn't see because I was sweating so bad. My eyes were on fire.
Well, and
then
it wasn't help it at all that we were so hungry, too. That didn't help the matter. I don't know if you would have been so dramatic if you weren't just so hungry.
I mean, do you know me?
And it was hot. It's hot and humid, so that's why you're sweating so badly. So I don't have any Kleenex on me. She doesn't either. So I turn, and one of the food trucks had some napkins. And I go over there, and I said, "Can I have a napkin, please?" And they look at me all disgusted that that's all I want. They're like, "Sure." So I grabbed the napkin, I hand it to her, and she's like, "I'm dying! I'm dying! I just want to leave." We had just gotten there, except that we walked back and forth. Yeah. And I said, "All right, let's just leave. I mean, this is just ridiculous." We couldn't decide what we wanted to eat because really nothing was special. Nothing was jumping out at us. And so we walked back to the parking garage, got in the car, turned the air on, and we're like, "Okay, where are we going to eat?" Well, we don't know downtown Orlando.
No.
Now we've gone to towns around, like on the outskirts of Orlando. Winter Park, Altamont Springs. We've gone to all those ones. And we have places that we go to.
Mm-hmm.
But actual downtown Orlando, we had never. So we had nowhere to go. We didn't know where to go, and we're starving. And so finally, you just said, "Okay, let's go to this one. It's a 4-minute drive away."
Yeah. So
we park the car, and you figured out the parking meter all by yourself. I'm so proud of you.
What do you think I am?
Well,
5? An idiot?
An idiot. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, it's not like the old days parking meters that you just put money in it, or some of them you can just
have
put
to
a card in.
Text a number and say,
app.
"I'm here," and then have to put in your parking number, and then
it was a big deal. Oh. And I just sat in the car waiting for her.
Yeah.
Like, "Okay, are you done yet?"
Definitely takes a lot longer than just putting in some money and then cranking the thing. You have to put in your card number and your, where you're parked and how long you want it for. And
the thing is, when we were in Phoenix, we really weren't downtown that much either. As far as
only for like events.
We didn't have to deal with just big events like when you would be doing a ballet.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we did all our stuff on the outskirts, so we didn't have to deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
where are we going with this?
So we walked to the restaurant.
Oh, yes.
And we walk in, and it's a definite, what you would call a bougie restaurant.
Bougie.
And she's all dressed up, but I'm not. I'm like this,
That's not
shorts,
dressed up. You're wearing a choker.
Well, I had shorts on.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
So I wasn't really dressed up, but I would consider dressed up. You had the beautiful dress on, and you had a hat on, and all that kind of stuff. So you fit right in. But actually, you were the only one dressed up. Everybody was like me.
Well, yeah.
And it was a bougie restaurant.
Well, so you could be wearing a jacket from, what's an expensive?
I don't know. I don't buy expensive jackets.
I don't know. What's an expensive brand?
I don't know.
Well, no expensive brand will be sponsoring this video. That's for sure.
Maybe they'll say, yeah, let's sponsor so they can get it out.
I don't know. Ralph Lauren, is that expensive?
Sure. Okay. All right.
These people could be wearing Ralph Lauren and it looks very simple, but it costs them $900.
That's true.
So.
Very true.
Where I was wearing a dress, but I only got it at Goodwill for $5.
Yes.
So.
And you looked gorgeous.
Thank you, darling.
So we sit down and we get the menu, and here the first meal on the menu is $100.
Yeah.
And we're like,
talk about sticker shock.
Yeah, we're like, I have never in my life been to a restaurant, seriously, that's just going to give me away. But it's true. I've never been to a restaurant where a meal is $100. I just have not.
You want to say that louder in the microphone?
I have never been to a restaurant where a meal is $100. That's just me. I just don't see how food is worth $100. It was ribeye. I've had ribeye. It was good. It wasn't $100. So we picked 3 shareables.
Yes, we did.
We're
saying what we got?
Sure.
Okay, we got ceviche.
Ceviche.
I love ceviche.
To share.
We got what was called beets.
Yeah, beets.
And we got Brussels sprouts, because I love Brussels sprouts.
Roasted Brussels
sprouts.
And what was funny about it is that it's called beets. But it was all, what kind of cheese?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella cheese.
Thick.
Like
thick.
Yeah, like that. And like that. A lot. With a little bit of hummus around it.
Yeah, with hummus around it.
And then like thinly
sliced, and they were baked.
They were
dried, thinly sliced beets.
They weren't a full beet. It was 3 slices.
That's
it. 3 slices of a beet.
Yes, and that was the beets dish.
Yeah. I mean, everything was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Tasted good. Yeah, but it was
bougie.
Just kind of
Bougie.
So we ate that.
Yeah, we ate that.
And then tell about the hallway when we needed to use the restroom.
Oh yeah, we found the restroom door, I guess, where it had the sign.
It was by we found it
like
alone,
their register where they type in.
Well, and that's where they have like their wines kind of set up, and it's where the employees are.
Yeah.
But we saw a door that had like signs of restroom.
So
we didn't know what we were getting into when we opened up the door.
So we kind of looked over, oh, this is where the restrooms is, and then the waiter was like, oh yeah, it's kind of strange. Just go all the way down the hall, and there's where the restrooms are. And we're okay.
A long hall.
So we opened the door, and he explained to us, because apparently a lot of people get lost, which that's not surprising.
It's so weird.
It's literally like a hall that you would see. Well,
not like a hall. It is a hall.
It was a hall, but like a hall that is like in an apartment complex, or a hotel, where you walk down the hall,
like in a hotel,
and there's the doors with the room numbers.
Yeah. So the left side were apartments,
and the right side was the back doors of the different restaurants. So there was this restaurant we were at, so we just opened the back door, and then we're in an apartment complex. And then to the right was the back door to a breakfast spot, and then the next was a smoothie place.
Yeah.
The next was a coffee shop, and the next was the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And there was an apartment door right across from the
bathroom.
So the people that are living there are hearing this in and out constantly of people going to the bathroom from all these places.
Well, if they only have one bathroom in there and they have guests over, they can always just walk out their door and they can use the public bathroom.
Yeah.
It was just so strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Very strange.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So we left there.
Yes.
And then we're walking back to the car.
Yes.
And you said there's time on the parking meter.
Yeah.
Let's go to the park that you.
Yeah, like the downtown, because you hadn't seen it yet. So I was like, let's.
Yeah, that you and
Let's
Boy
walk it. Yeah.
We're like there. So the park is really cool. It's really pretty, and then it was a very small lake. I guess it was a lake, and out here it's like, well, there's so many lakes out here, but you don't know if it's a lake or a pond.
You good? Do I need
No,
to pick something out
no,
of your eye?
My eyes drive me allergies out here. So they had the swan paddle boats.
Yes.
And Rochelle said, "Do you want to ride a paddle boat?" And I've always wanted to do that.
You
but
have?
Never. Yes.
Oh.
I've always wanted to do that, but have never had a chance. And I'm like, yes. So we went.
I don't remember ever seeing them at Tempe Town Lake in Arizona.
No, I remember seeing them somewhere, but I don't know where it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they weren't
And I thought that'd be
shaped
cool.
like a swan.
No.
Or looked like a swan.
No,
like
they
a
were
swan
just plain.
head.
They were just plain.
These looked like swans.
Yeah, they actually look like a swan.
Yeah.
And so they're where you paddle.
Paddle, yeah. Like a swan.
Yeah. Pedal. It's more pedal, not paddle. I mean, it's not.
You're
it's
paddling. You're
you
pedaling.
Pedaling.
You're pedaling.
You're pedaling. Yeah.
But swans paddle.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
And then it's got the little in the back that makes it go.
What?
Anyway, it's in the shape of a swan.
A swan.
And we had the swan with a black head. And so we get in it, and we're like, well, first of all, we get in it, and we're not far. She said, they don't tell you anything. They just said, do you want life jackets? And we're like, no. Okay. So they said, get in. And we're like, how do we get in this thing?
Because you, like, take a step, and the whole thing goes,
yeah, it starts moving in the water, of course. You don't think about that. And there wasn't much to hang on to.
There was, like, nothing
so
to hang on
you're just
to.
kind of to get in, hoping you don't land in the water. And so, yeah. So we get in, and they just say, okay, go backwards, pedal backwards to go backwards, pedal forward. And then it was a stick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it to the right, you went left. And if you did it to the left, you went right. All right, we got it. We were on the side of the dock.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to the front of it, not far from it, and it's like it was all the way to the right. We're trying to go left. So we don't hit the dock, we don't hit anything out there. We're trying to go left. It's all the way to the right, and it just kept going, like turning
into the dock.
Yeah, turning right instead of left.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to. It's like stuck, and I'm trying to pull it, and I see them on the dock, and I'm like, help!
Dad's gonna come running in.
Help! And they just look at us like,
what? What do you want?
Yeah. And I'm like, we can't. It's stuck. And they're like, pull it over. Pull it over. And I don't know what happened, why it got stuck. But then Rochelle's like, ugh. And it did unstick. It finally unstuck.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we're fine. And then we started pedaling.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun, but we get in the middle of it, and something got mentioned about an alligator, and I said, yeah, well, there's alligator in here. And she's like, what? I said, we're in Florida. Wherever there's water, there's alligators. And she's, there's alligators in here? Yes, there is. Why are we on this then? And it occurred to me, yeah, this was kind of stupid. Because you hear about it in the news. It could have capsized for some reason.
Yeah.
It could have sunk.
Yeah.
And then there we are.
There you are.
We're in alligator-infested waters. But we're just paddling along, trying to deal with the stick. And then we look, and there's a whole bunch of swans out there.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice calming moment after we were in chaos.
And I kept thinking we're going to run over these swans, but you kept saying,
no, they're
gonna
used
move.
to it. Yeah, they moved.
They moved. And we actually made it back just in time because we were
did.
on a time, it was, yeah. So we timed it perfectly.
We
Of course,
did.
when we came back to the dock, they had to kind of help us out because
Well, yeah.
We were like going in sideways instead of forward, and they're like pulling us over, thinking, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what they're doing."
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So that was our day today.
That was our day today.
So Florida has quite a few very different things, I think, that we're trying to get used to. One of the things when we visited here is that how friendly people are compared to Phoenix. Because why are you looking at me like
well, because I've been running into a few unfriendlies lately.
Remember, like, when we came to visit here, and we'd go to the grocery store, and we'd be walking up the parking lot, and even the cart guy would be bringing in carts to they look you in the eye, they smile at you, and say, "Good morning, hello, how are you doing?" And we didn't know how to respond. We're like,
why are you talking to us?
Is he talking to us?
Yeah,
We're not used to that. In Phoenix, you really didn't look that much at people. You just did your own thing. You just did your own thing.
Yeah, I mean, I will say it's surprising to me still how friendly they are at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, you go to check out, and they always say, "Hi, how are you doing? How's your day going?" and chit-chat with you, where, in Phoenix, you would give them your groceries, they wouldn't say anything.
No,
they wouldn't even say,
a lot of times
"Thanks, have a nice day."
Yeah,
no, you don't make eye contact. You just have them check out your stuff, and then
And here they want to carry on a conversation.
Yeah,
we're so used to Phoenix that you just really don't talk that much.
Yeah, it's kind of like New York. You just do your thing and don't look at people. Don't.
Yeah.
So. That is
so
kind of
getting used to that when we're
and we keep laughing too, because there's been times where older guys will try to have a conversation with you, and you're like, are they friendly or are they flirting? Because we don't know the difference.
Because we're not used to it.
No, because if someone talked to you in Phoenix, it's that they were flirting with you. Where here, it's like, are they friendly or are they flirting?
I can't think of a time in Phoenix, in an environment where you don't know the person, that they would come up and a man would come up and start really talking to you.
Even a woman.
Yeah. And you're just like, why are you are you talking to me?
Well, most of the time, even when you'd go out shopping in Phoenix, people are wearing headphones and listening to music. You just do your own thing and not care.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing that's different.
Yeah. Sometimes we're like, stop talking to us, because it gets a little too much.
We're not used to all this chit chat.
No, we don't do banter. We go on our merry old way.
Our way.
Yeah, we do.
We're getting more used to it, I guess.
Really?
And we're trying.
Yeah,
we're trying. And then the other thing that we've noticed are, of course, in Florida, all the different animals that we've encountered.
Well, yeah, we came from a desert to a rainforest.
Yeah. It's like Jurassic Park. We always laugh and say that. So
what is that sound?
What is that sound?
I think it's doing
dogs.
Like tap dancing up there.
I think it's the dogs at the door. Rosie always will be sitting out there.
I don't know. Sounds like it's coming from up there.
I think the strangest animal, of course, was the armadillo.
Oh, frolicking through the field. Literally frolicking. I didn't know that they frolicked. Like.
Yeah, he was actually
like frolicking.
And we're like, oh my gosh, it's an armadillo.
Because normally you just see them like.
When do you see them like that?
Like dead on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah. When we went to Texas, we saw them dead on the road.
Well, here too.
In Florida, yeah. I haven't seen any dead on the road here.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I haven't seen any.
Well, that was the first alive one I've seen.
Yeah. It was exciting to see this one frolicking. Through the grass.
I think what's really fun is that going to Disney, there's literally live deer on their property while you're driving to Disney.
And you're like, are those mechanical? No.
Are those new animatronics they just put in?
They're actually deer.
Yeah.
Well, and then you saw it in Disney too. You saw a raccoon family.
Yeah, raccoon family.
Like 6 of them. You said it was mom and dad and 4 babies.
Yeah.
I missed it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. It's also sad when you see like an animal eating another animal on Disney property, because it's like that.
Wait, you saw an animal eating another animal?
Yeah, I think it was like vultures or something eating like a dead rabbit or something, and it's just sad because you're on Disney property and you're just like, oh, there's Thumper.
Yeah, we didn't see that in Phoenix either. Like, yeah. And then there was the day that I was at Home Depot, just walking in the parking lot going to my car, and all of a sudden I look down and there's a snake right there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it wasn't moving. It was dead, and someone had run over it.
Oh,
but
good.
yeah, but a snake was there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a live one.
Matt has.
Oh, where'd he?
Yeah,
see
when we went to Kukilau.
Oh,
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he almost stepped on one of those slithering snakes, and we were freaking out, and everyone was like, "They didn't hurt you."
You have to know the snake because there are bad ones, and they
Yeah.
say, "Oh, that's a fine one. That's good."
They were
well, and frogs. There's poisonous frogs out here.
Oh yeah, we have frogs all over the house too. There's one that like sits on your windowsill, and yeah.
Which we found out it's not a poisonous one.
No.
Yeah, but they say with the poisonous frogs that if a dog were to lick it or put it in its mouth, that they can die within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so,
but there was poisonous frogs in Phoenix too.
There was?
Yes, there was.
Which frogs were poisonous?
Well, I don't remember what they were called, but there was, because they're convinced that's what happened to Matt's childhood dog, was that it licked a poisonous frog.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, and then the fun ones, we've seen the pelicans, which are normally, we saw a pelican today at the little lake.
Oh, yeah.
Not just at the ocean.
And then we saw one of those birds fly over carrying a fish, and the poor fish was like,
yeah. We've seen that a few times, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah. When we were in the car. And we saw...
Oh, but it was carrying not a fish.
Oh.
It was
carrying
like
some animal. Yeah. See, it's Jurassic Park. Yeah. And then cranes are really cool. We've seen cranes, and those are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's another all big reasons of different of Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's look at our note. Oh, one of the big things that we always complain about is it doesn't sound like we love Florida, but we really do. We're just kind of giving.
Well, it'd be a really boring show if all we talked about was the things we like.
That's true.
It would be like a 2-minute show.
But we love Florida. I love being here, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of
it was
course.
my idea.
I know. The signage here is just ridiculous.
Oh, you take this away. This is all you do.
Oh my gosh. Just drives me nuts, the signage. It's like, who does the signage around here? Well, one of the things that they do is on the highways that it will show, or not even on the highways. I don't know. It'll say that a road is coming up, like an exit or something, like, okay, this is coming up. And it's quite far before it's actually time for the turn. So when you get to the turn, you're like, wait a minute. Is this the road that we're supposed to turn? They don't have a sign close to it. They give you too much notice sometimes. It's like they need a second sign. If they're going to give that much notice, they need a second sign by the turn saying, yes, this is it. This is where you turn.
Or when there's a speed bump, which they call speed humps out here instead of speed bumps, they have the sign right by the speed hump. Instead of telling you there's going to be a speed hump, it's right where
there.
It is. And so by the time you see the sign, you're going, whoa!
Yeah, you're flying.
You're flying.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Yeah.
But there are times, too, like when you're supposed to turn. So if the traffic is bad, like the where they paint the arrows that, like, right turn only, and they paint that on the asphalt, they do that right up by the light. So the traffic's bad. So it's all backed up. So you're way back here, and the light's up here, and that's where it says left turn only.
Yeah. So you can't see.
Yeah, you can't see
because the
that.
cars are all covering it.
So if you want to turn right, but you don't know that's if you don't want to turn right, and you're in that far right lane, then all of a sudden you get up to the light, and you're in a right-hand turn lane only, and you don't even know it because the sign is too close.
Well, even like the warning of, like the white dots saying that you're going to
Yeah.
be going on an exit. It's like white dots, you're on the exit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
mhm.
Signage is bad. They should have contacted us.
They should have.
We could have told them.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Just complaining instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know who to complain to.
I know.
Like, listen to us.
Yeah.
We got
Listen
it.
to the
we know.
idiots.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
Call us. We'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. We know how it should be done.
We do.
And we make jokes all the time, too, here about how it's all about drinking.
Yes.
Like, you can go into a bar and order a drink, and you can walk out of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
because they'll even ask you, is it to go
Yeah.
or for here?
Yeah.
And people say to go. And they walk out on the street,
Yeah.
and they just walk around with their drink.
Yeah.
And I guess in Florida, they look at it that, hey, you're an adult. If you're going to drive while you're drinking and have an open drink in your car, your fault. You get pulled
Yeah,
over.
I mean, I think it depends on the area because it's like the downtown of Claremont allows that. The downtown of Mount Dora allows that. So it's like the downtown, and downtown Orlando allows it. So it's like when you're downtown, they're expecting you to have your to-go drink and still be walking around
yeah.
downtown, but you're kind of assuming that people are doing that and not just hopping in their car with
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, we don't remember that happening in Phoenix at all. That we saw people taking
just
drinks.
walking around downtown with an open drink. You couldn't do that in Phoenix. And out here, like constantly,
Yeah.
I see people walking around the downtown just with like an
Yeah.
open cocktail, and it's like
Yeah, just enjoying
Okay.
walking around downtown, and they've all got their drinks,
and yeah,
and we were really surprised about that.
yeah,
And what's so funny is even in our grocery store,
hmm
there's a bar in the grocery store.
in the grocery store. So you go in at the entrance, you get a drink. They even have like a little drink holder in the cart.
Mhm.
And you drink your beer, your wine, what have you, while you
While
do
you
your
shop.
grocery shopping
Or you can sit at the bar there.
at the bar, and it's like Cheers, where
Yeah.
we'll sit there and have our lunch sometimes, and everyone knows each other.
Oh, yeah. It's like
someone
the
walk in.
gossip,
Yeah, yes,
gossip
we've
corner.
heard lots of
It's
gossip.
kind of funny to sit in there and listen to everybody.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's all the
Was that everything?
challenges.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was everything, and I was like, I think your list is longer than that.
No, it's not actually. Oh, we
Oh.
forgot about the antique stores.
Oh. Well, maybe we could save that for the next video.
Really?
Well, how long is this video?
I guess we'll quit.
Well,
I
we're
guess
throwing
it's time,
in the towel.
It's time to go, and you guys are going to have to wonder what we want to talk about with antique
Yeah,
stores.
it's drama.
Drama.
It's drama. Well, that concludes our drama. Unless there's something else you wanted to say.
No. But I want to make it clear. We love Florida. I would never move back to Phoenix.
No, I would not
Well,
either.
well, and the reason we need to explain why we wanted to move out here in the first place. Like did we do that the last show? I don't remember. But we had been in Phoenix for 48 years, having absolutely no desire to move away until Rochelle one day said, I think we should move to Florida. And then we started thinking about it, and it's like, yeah, we've done everything in Phoenix, and we've been here for so long in Phoenix. Let's start a new adventure.
Yeah.
And it definitely has been that. Definitely has been a new adventure. And I love the humidity. There's a huge difference in
My
the
makeup
weather.
does not,
No.
but I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't
Yeah.
feel like your skin is going to fry off. It
Yeah.
melts off, but it doesn't fry off, which is
And
a more pleasant feeling.
Yeah, and to me, everything smells fresh. It just, in Phoenix, everything smelled of dirt.
Yeah, it
Smells
was
of
just
dirt.
dirty. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we love it here.
Yes, we do.
We do, even though we have complaints.
Yes. I
Yes.
mean, every place has a complaint.
That's right.
Unless you're phony baloney and
Phony
you
baloney.
think everything, or you sound like everything's wonderful, then you're
Yeah.
not a true human.
You're a phony
You're
baloney.
phony baloney.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, that concludes our show. Hopefully, you guys haven't fallen asleep. And stay tuned for what we have. And stay tuned for part 3 where we're going to talk about our antique store drama.
Drama. Do we have that much to talk about? We're going to have to come up with this stuff.
You know, there needs to be some kind of like
Lead in.
So
Yes.
it's a lot.
Yes, it's a lot.
It's really
we have a lot to talk
dramatic.
about with antique stores.
Yeah, it's really dramatic.
We really do.
Yeah, you have to watch it.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Anyway, that's it. Good night.